And good morning, my fellow Trucketeers. How the devil is everyone? Hope you're all well. Today is Friday, 26th of May, and I've woken up, done my checks, been to use the facilities, and got here ready to leave, and there's a truck in front of me doing a trader swap. Great place to swap and do a trader swap. I mean, there's literally a space next to me. I mean, there's quite a few spaces of caravans in at the moment, which is quite annoying. There's more than enough spaces for them to go where he could have just whipped that into a space and then done a trader swap there. But yeah, is he actually going to go now? There we go. We can actually get on our way now. So, in my last video, obviously I went over 4.5 to get here, which was most annoying. Oh, there's even 2 spaces there and a space there. Could have just pulled in the spaces and done it in the spaces. Why block up the whole place? Bit daft if you ask me. Never mind. Stupid is and stupid does. I say it's not like the end of the world. It's not like they're going to take most amount of time. It's probably there about 10 minutes. Alright, yeah, so in my last video where I left off, obviously I went over 4.5 to get here because there was no spaces on the estate because everyone's still working. So that was just unfortunate. It happens. So I've redone my printout because I actually accidentally tore mine in half last night. So as I tried to pull out the printout slot, it ripped. I was like, that's not handy. So yeah, I redone the printout right on the back. No safe place to stop. Went over a 4.5. Yeah. So at least I've acknowledged that I've done something wrong, so they'll be happy with that. It was only a few minutes I went over. If I've been driving down the road for another 40 minutes, and yeah, they might be a bit arsy about that. When they literally mean you have to put them to the next safe place, that is literally the next safe place. So if the next safe place for you to stop is a clear lay-by, you park in that lay-by. They don't mean you to go down the road another 10 miles to find somewhere that you think's suitable. But that's what they want you to do, but sometimes it's not always feasible. I mean, what if your next lay-by's in the A421? Yeah, you don't want to be doing that, do you? You wake up with no load, no diesel. But we're okay. So we're now heading down to Newton Abbot to do one drop, then the rest of this. So I don't know how many pallets go to which one. I'll have to figure it out when I get there. Open the curtains and have a look. But we're going to one place in Newton Abbot. Shut up, truck. And then we're taking the rest down to a Red Roof. I know where the Red Roof one is. I know where the Newton Abbot one is. I've been to both of them before. So yes. In fact, a couple of videos ago I said about it when doing the recycling and that. I said that's the one that's fun to get in with an LST. It was quite a tight gateway to get in and sort of swing in from the right and swing into the yard. But we'll manage. Anyway, we are 22 minutes from Newton Abbot, so we're due there at 9:07. No, 7:09, sorry. 9 minutes past 7, that's what I meant to say. So I'm hoping they sort of ready to tip me around 7 or 8. I don't really want to be waiting until... It says 9 o'clock on Google Maps, but I know they're open before that. That's just sort of office times, I think. So we're going to get there for around 7, hope for the best. Because I'd like to get a move on because it is Friday. So we can go get this one off, go down Red Roof, get the next one off. Then load up with something at Red Roof and head back. That's pretty much all we're doing today, so this could be a shorter video. I say that, but they end up really long. But obviously I'm only filming one day and I've not got too much to do. So I'll stop rambling. Hi. Enjoy the video. Right, here we are in Newton Abbot. It's not really Newton Abbot. So I went up the A380, A38 split and I went the wrong way. I was just like, oh, it's Newton Abbot, and then went the wrong way. Yeah, so we're actually in Heathfield, which is closer to Bovey Tracy than it is Newton Abbot, to be fair. So we're now here. It's only taken me an extra, 10 minutes to get here, so it didn't really hurt too much. It was just a case of, I'll actually drive all the way down to Newton Abbot and then just drive towards Bovey Tracy. Yeah, so it weren't too bad. I didn't mess up too much. Right, now I've got to remember where this place is. This is where I would have liked to have got to last night, onto this estate here. But it would have been too close. I would have literally had like a minute to get here and stop. So, but that might have been a better bet than what actually did happen. So if I actually sat from a 45, and then I could have probably cracked on down here, as long as I didn't go the wrong way up the split, because that would have really buggered everything up. But nah, well, 'tis what 'tis. What's happened's happened. Drive getting me a funny look. I don't know why. He could have gone that turn exactly normal as he would have, and he would have been absolutely fine. Because I wasn't even there yet. For some reason he slowed right down and took it really wide and then gave me a look. Unless he recognised me. But my eye is on the prize. I'm just trying to get to my customer. Get me job done. Right, let's sit here for ages now. And of course everyone's now coming this way. Typical. You're welcome. Vans ain't gonna wait, are they? Nah, of course they're not. They're workmen. They got to get on site so they can waste time by drinking lots of tea. And now for the BMW. Might have helped if I had my indicator on, but to be honest, I don't think anyone would have stopped anyway. I'm out now, committed, so it's now my right of way. I can't remember which turn it's down on. I'll notice it when I look into the road. I don't think it's just, I'm pretty sure it's the next one. Yeah, it's not that one. This one could be this one. No, not that one. Next one. Maybe. Well, that's one of them. Yeah, Satnav's put me right here. There we go. Ah, yeah, it's this one. There it is, right there. Go on, car. I'll let you go first. Oh, there's another truck out there waiting. Lovely. Just what we need. So, yeah, I could be here a while. If I didn't mess up going to Bovey Tracy, then, well, going the wrong bit, then might have been alright. Oh, well, I'm just going to block this up. Just have to sit here and wait for a bit now. Alright, yeah, just gonna sit here and block this road up because there's nowhere else for me to stop, so sod it. Not my problem. See you in a bit.
we are done. Actually worked out pretty well. Ah, he's alright where he is. He said he'd move if he needs me to, but I'm like, nah, should be alright. We squeezed around him. So, obviously they let him in first, and he had a full load to come off, and everything has to be checked, so it's a case of he'll be in there until it's all off and checked. But, he stood right where I'm going to be going. Ain't open up enough, is it? I prematurely exited the gate. My bad. I was a bit premature. I was a bit eager to go. There we go. Now we'll get out. Yeah, so usually everything's got to come off of the hub round there. Everything's got to be checked and ticked off in a box, and he had a load of mixed stuff, so he could have been there a while. Anyway, some lady let herself in the car to park in there. So I quickly run in, hand him my paperwork in. I said, alright mate, I'm just outside. I've not got a lot on. I said, it's 5 tonne. I said, it's probably 5 pallets then. So they pulled him forward as they were unloading him, and then got me in behind him, quickly whipped my stuff off. And yeah, I think he's pretty much done now, so didn't waste that much time, to be fair. Because the thing is, he's probably going to be there for another half hour at least while they check everything, even though they've got it all off now. So yeah. Oh, you're coming in there, that's good. Come on, truck. So that's that done. It was, what was it, 5 pallets? I think it was 5 pallets. Yeah, it's 5. No, because I got an odd number on now. So it must have been 6 pallets, and then there was a stack of pallets as well. So, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I had the odd stack of pallets put back on because I've got an odd number. To keep it stable, I've put just a stack of pallets next to it to keep it upright. So we strapped up the last one, and now we're heading off to Cornwall to the same customer to get the rest of it off. So yeah, it must be 11 pallets for this one, because there's 17 pallets in total. Yeah, not a lot. It's probably goes just over halfway along the trailer. Probably comes up as far as the first set of wheels on the trailer. That's how much is on there. Come on, pal, you're already out now. Might as well continue. Welcome. Right. Right, I'm going to crack on. I will see you in about 2 hours. Yeah. Managed to have my breakfast there as well, so that was nice. So we're in Cornwall now. Just heading up in the Cornwall services, which is probably one of my favourite services, to be fair. It's not a great deal of truck parking, but it's generally a lot quieter down this way anyway. This is probably one of my favourite services, this one. I quite like this one. You know, as well as now having a Taco Bell in it, which I still haven't tried yet. If it's open, I might get something. I might have a look in there. I mean, is it wrong to eat tacos at 10 o'clock in the morning? Of course not. But they also got a couple of cool clothes shops in here. So they got a Salt Rock clothes shop, if you like that sort of stuff. Sort of stuff I like to wear, but I can't generally afford Salt Rock because it's quite expensive. Yeah, I like their services. It's a nice little services. So I'm going to stop in here and I'm going to have a 15-minute break before I carry on, and then go for a pee and whatever. Do what I've got to do. But yeah. Wow, this guy's sticking out a lot. Just shows you how far wagon and drags stick out from. Wagon and drags are actually longer than Arctics, would you believe? Just because of the way the drawbar is on them. Well, depends if it's a drawbar or what.
R&R DAF there, a new DAF. She's a 530. Could potentially be my next new truck. I very much doubt we're going to get any new DAFs for a long time. Especially XGs. It'd be nice to have an XG Plus, but I can't see it happening. Probably a bit too big for some of the places we go. Right, that'll do. I'll see you when I'm arriving at the customer in a bit. Only 45 minutes away. Righto, we are down in Red Reef. That's Red Roof. I don't know why I said it like that. I just did. Whoa. Come in this way. No, you're not going to go. There's a car coming the other way. That's fine because I'll go. Oh, good. I'm not about stopping as much. Yeah, so many of you know that obviously the A30 is having a lot of work done. There's a bit between here and a bit further back on the A30. It goes from dual carriageway to single carriageway for a few miles, then back to dual carriageway. But they're doing a lot of roadworks at the moment, trying to convert that single carriageway bit into dual carriageway. So it's pretty much dual carriageway from like Exeter all the way down to Penzance. I'm pretty sure it goes single carriageway before it gets that far. Anyway, at the moment, I've literally driven past a mountain of traffic I'm going to have to sit in to get back out the other way. So it might take me a little while to get back home or even get to the customer I'm doing a collection from, which I'm not quite sure yet, but I have an inkling it might be blocks from main Cairn. So we'll see. We will see. Anyway, this summer is going to be an absolute nightmare to get down this way, I think. Because I think this is going to be last year that they're going to be doing the roadworks, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be completed next year, I want to say. Yeah, this year's summer is going to be an absolute nightmare with traffic down here. I'd avoid it this year if I could help it. Obviously, it all depends on work with me. Holiday-wise, I ain't coming down here. Not this year, no way. Yeah. So, if I can give you any advice, don't head down to Cornwall this summer. Or if you do, don't go any further than Truro. Because it's going to be manic down here. Next year, yeah, crack on. Because hopefully these roadworks will be finished. Way in time. Hopefully. Don't quote me on that. Anywho. Nearly at the customer now. Everyone's Amazon man. Going that way. Could have indicated a little sooner. You're supposed to sort of like indicate before you make any adjustments to your speed, isn't it? Isn't that how it's supposed to go? So I call it mirror, signal, then manoeuvre. So of course adjusting your speed is part of manoeuvring, isn't it? I don't know. Nope. Alright. Now we're going this way. Ideal. Let's go this way. I don't think I've come in this way before. I think I've gone out this way. I don't think I've come in this way. That curb. Yep, just about. Alright, this is the road we need. Just got to get to the customer. It should be easier getting into the customer this way, to be honest. But I am going to have to like swing out on the other side of the road, so there is that. It's going to be like getting into the yard at work when I'm coming from Bridport way. But with a tighter gateway. But at least, because you usually want to get in sort of that sort of angle to get in, so it should be a lot easier to get in from this way because I ain't got to try and spin the trailer around the gate post. Right, somewhere on the left there. Should know exactly where they are. I've been there a few times. I've got a whole load of kegs for them. Hopefully I won't be in there too long. Hopefully there's no one else in there. That'd be ideal. But I'm not that lucky, am I? That's them there, isn't it? Or was that the recycling place? That's the recycling place, so it's just a bit on from that. Like I say, I'm not sure what I'm doing after this. Probably down here a bit later than I would have liked, but it is what it is. I mean, there wouldn't have been any point starting any earlier today, because I would have probably still been stuck behind that truck, so I assume he was there from 7. No, not this one. That's the recycling place. There it is there, I see it. Red and white sign. Like I said, I need to get on the wrong side of the road to swing in there. Oh no, I might not need to. Oh no, I'll be alright. Maybe go over a little bit. Right, there's no one else in here, so that's what we want. Watch the headboard. There we go. Ideal. Right, I should pull across here and let them know I'm here and get unloaded. I'll get the curtains open first. Straighten up. There we go. Oh no, not very straight. There we go, that's better. Cool, looks like she's going to have a party this weekend. Having a keg put in the boot of her car. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Hit your brakes, dunk. Accelerate, dunk. By the time you get there, all the froth's gone. it's flat as anything. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay. We are unloaded, which is lovely. Just let me top box off, me cooler box. Right. Should we do a blindside turn around thingy-majiggy, or should we just back up and then do a spinny? I think we'll do a spinny. So I'll back up around this way. Should have enough room to do it here. Try not to back up into anything. There we go. So, I called it. We're off to go collect blocks. Which are off to Luton apparently on Monday. So, I've got to do something else. I've got to do something different. There we go, it's much easier. Right, we'll go out the way we came in, so we'll turn right out of it. It's easier than turning left out of it. Alright. I had a little trouble finding this place on the maps. I plumbed the name in, but it weren't coming up with the correct place. So I'm hoping they haven't moved location. So I wouldn't have thought so, because the place they were at looked fairly new. Maybe it's just not been put on Google Maps yet, but I'm sure it had been, so I'm sure I've looked it up before, but oh well. I can't remember everything. Oh, that car just flashed me. I think they did. That'll do. That's enough time for me. I know there's a car coming down that way, but plenty of room. Thank you very much. Right, so we're going to head on up to place to collect the blocks. Apparently we're 46 minutes away, but there's a lot of traffic, so I can't see that being it. I think it's trying to loop me around it, and I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. But we might try. We'll have a look. We'll see what happens. Don't want to turn left here because there's a width restriction down that bit, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Don't go that way. Made that mistake before on a rigid. Right, I'm going to crack on. I will see you in a bit. Whew, sweaty. Sweaty legs. Should have bought shorts. Here we are, coming on the A30. The traffic wasn't too bad, it did die down a bit. So it was about 10 minutes or so. Wasn't too bad, stopped for quite a bit of it, so didn't really crack up any driving time while I was there. So I still have 54 minutes left as we speak. So I'm going to have to get here, get loaded, have a... Well, I don't even have to have a break. I can crack on up the road, get the Cornwall services and have a break maybe, but I don't know, we'll see. Because it's not going to take them half hour to load the blocks on me. Plus I've got to do my cutters and stuff, so... I don't know. Depends how busy the yard is. I might be able to get a break in the yard. We'll see what happens with that. Alright. See if we can get out of here without too much issue. So as you all know, people don't like letting lorries out. Right, car's going that way, ideal. Sorry Tesla, put it out. Gotta love annoying Tesla drivers. He was miles away. He obviously put his foot down, see me pulling out. Tesla drivers, they are the new Audi/BMW drivers of the world. They have definitely taken the crown of that. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so all that traffic there is because of the roadworks. I'm sure a lot of people are grumbling about the roadworks. The thing is, when it's done, these boys are going to be praised because it's going to be lovely driving down there, because it's going to be dual carriageway all the way down. So the general build-up of traffic that's normally there isn't going to be anywhere near as bad. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it being completed. You know, it's not exactly a small task they're doing there. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's quite a lot of works going on. Same with the 303 at Sparkford and Podmore. That's going to be dual carriageway as well. I think that's due to be finished next year at some point. No, hell of a feat trying to get all that done. Doing a good job. Hold on, is that where I want to be? Or was it down here? I think it's down there. Ah, there we go. That's where the postcode put me anyway. This is where I need to be, up here. A little bit narrow down it. Right, in we go. Let's go find out how many blocks we've got and how to load them. Right, spin around here and back up. I'll stop here and report the reception. Well, I'm gonna back up in the space like I normally do. And then we'll go and see matey boy and get... I haven't been set me reference number actually. I'll have to give the boss a call. He's obviously forgot to send it through to me. Either that or I haven't heard it come through. I'll find out in a minute. Alright, that'll do. I'll see you in a bit. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it's what, 18 degrees outside? And I am loving this thing. Absolutely loving it. They're loading me. I've got the windows up so no dust coming in. And I'm nice and chilly. Almost too cold, I might have to turn it off in a bit. Yeah, just busy putting blocks on me. Now this trailer's a bit, well, floppy. It's got a canvas roof that slides back and forward, so it's not the most structurally great. It does twist quite easily. So if we put, because it's 18 packs, so we put them right on the headboard. When I unhitch from it, when I get back to the yard, the front of it's going to droop down quite a bit. This trailer's rubbish for it. So I've asked him to put the blocks like about the middle axle forwards. So we'll see how it is when he's got them loaded. I'll show you in a bit when I'm strapping them up. I think he's nearly done. Right. Carry on waiting for a bit. Right, we are loaded. I'll turn that off because it's noisy. Yeah. So, we done quite well at that. I actually had a break before I went in to get the blocks loaded. So I sat here for a bit, because I had to wait for my boss to send the picture through with the reference number on anyway. So I just carried on sitting there until I had a 30-minute break, and then went and grabbed paperwork, went done what I had to do, this, that and the other. So got in, got loaded. Let's go first. Got in, got loaded. I asked him if he could put the start from the back of the trailer and load them forwards. So he's loaded them from the middle axle forwards on the trailer. So hopefully what's going on with that camera? There's no way it's dead. It's still saying 50%. That's ridiculous. It's saying 50% and it's dying on me. Right, see if that works. It'll probably turn off again. At which point I have to replace it for when I do this bit. So if it dies again I won't be able to turn it back on until I've stopped somebody to change the battery.
Yeah, anyway, where was I? Yeah, battery's knackered. I got a new charger, so I think it might be the old charger playing up, so I'll put that in the new charger, see what happens with it. I do have another battery I'll have to chuck in a bit before I get back to the yard and finish this video. Yeah, so we got loaded. So you'd loaded them, so they're probably about a block and a half back from the headboard, so that the weight's not too far forward, because this trailer's not that great. The heavy stuff like that on the front, because it flexes quite a bit. So I'm hoping it's far enough back that it's not going to cause issues. So obviously, because it's set back from the front, I forgot to take my camera out while I was strapping up, and I just carried on, got it buttoned up and everything. So I've thrown a strap over each pack, so 18 packs, that's 9 straps over, just over the top. And then the front and rears, I've crossed the 2 straps each. So there's a strap that goes over the top of one, then across the front, over the other side, and then that one goes up over the top, and then across the front of those ones that side. And then the same at the back. So, yes. Fun times. Don't really need my microphone on, do I? Because that camera's knackered. So you're going to get poor quality audio for this section. Oh well. Yep, so that's all loaded up, all strapped. It's off to Luton on Monday, which I will not be doing. Apparently I'm doing something else, so that could be interesting. So I might be potentially filming Monday. Hello, thank you. As he stopped there, I was just a bit cheeky and pinched a bit of extra road. So we got a nice climb up this big hill in a second as well. Yeah, so we're all button up straps. So all I've got to do now is drive back to the yard, which is just under 3 hours away now. Wash the truck and go home. I'm due back at 5. Well, 4:45. To be honest, I'll knock a bit of time off going through the lanes as well, so it'll probably be about 20 to 5 by the time I'm done. So yeah, drop the trailer, top of Bad Blue, wash the truck if it's not too busy there. It does need doing to get the massacre of bugs off the front of it. And then yeah, this is the worst slip road in the world as well. It's such a small slip road. Just don't give the trucks any chance whatsoever to get any speed to get up this hill. We're up to 15. We're not going to get much more than that though. Yeah. And then hopefully go home at a somewhat reasonable time and off the handover. We'll see what happens. Right, so I'm going to crack on back to the yard. I will see you when I'm nearly there to end the video. See you in a bit. Right, so me being the idiot I am, I completely forgot to change the battery on that camera behind me, so stop the delay button top of the hill just before I go down in the yard and change the battery for you, okay? Because I'm that nice to you. I thought I'd take a little bit out of my time and get them back. So yeah, 4:45 back in the yard pretty much. Just down the hill and into the yard. So yeah, not been too bad a day really. Nah, didn't even get held up the first drop as long as I thought. I think I was only in there for an hour. Not even in there for an hour. I turned up, and by the time I got in and unloaded and out was an hour. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. A couple of hours to the next one, in and out of there within about half hour. And then yeah, the collection point didn't take long either. Bit of traffic, but yeah, not too bad at all. We've driven for a total of 6 hours and 19 minutes so far. Obviously it's going to gain an extra 5 or 6 minutes by the time we get back in the yard and parked up and whatever, but yeah, not too bad a day. So we're going to get back, potentially wash the truck. All depends how many people are already there washing. If there's no one else on the wash, then I'll just give it a quick wash, because I need to get on because we're off to my handover this weekend, which I've said before in this video, so I'm sure you're fully aware of that. But yeah, I keep saying it. Yeah. So yeah. Hope you're enjoying these little Thursday videos as well. Say little. Means I could just keep a little bit extra in the videos rather than cutting a few bits out to make it like reasonable. So there's been some videos I could have quite happily made like nearly 2 hours long, and it's like that's just too long. It's too long. I know people say they pause it and then continue watching it later on, but yeah,
it's not really a great place to be walking, is it? It's alright. I mean, our house is there, I guess, but I'd rather walk on the path and then walk up the path and then cross over. Right, here we are back in the yard. I don't know who's going to be there. Could be quite busy in there, all depends. Oh, these cars, let me go. Oh, come on. We're heavy. Right, so that's it, we're back. Just going to drop this off somewhere. Anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down, that's entirely up to you. Also, share my video with someone you think might like it, leave a comment and subscribe. So my next video will be released at 6 PM on Monday. Yeah, that's all that good stuff. Anyway. Oh, not many people back. In fact, I might be able to get on the wash and get it cleaned early. Ideal. Anyway, take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Jono, and I'll see you in the next one. Like I said, Thursday. Cool, dust cloud. Goodbyes!